right, everyone? So here's the the big surprise that it's for me. I mean, the surprise is for me, but yeah, but I wanted to share this with you all that I am going to go ahead and build a new computer. And I haven't done this in years because the last computer I had was an AMD Bulldozer 8350, which was like a very strong processor back then. And my computer was fine until I started getting these updates, and you know the usual routine. But even though that I know that it's about time, because it's been close to, I believe, 10 years. So I think, yeah, it is time to upgrade. So what I did buy is that I did buy the toolkit from Micro Center, because I had like all these other accessory tools, and I just didn't want to go through looking for everything. So I just said, you know what, let me just buy a new toolkit. So what I would advise people to do is to have like an organized set of tools, some needle nose pliers, and some wire cutters if you have some zip ties inside of the case, which usually sometimes they use it to hold any kind of accessories or anything like that. But for all of these, it just requires a regular scissor, a knife, anything to just cut the tape. A little knife will do great, and we'll just go along. So with the case, this is a pretty cool case. It's Lee. They have this like with a wooden, faux wood panel, but I did want to go all white. So I got the white cooler, the liquid cooler, the white power supply, the white motherboard. The only thing that's not white is the graphics controller, but I think that the memory card also has like some kind of like silverish, so it blends in. But other than that, I just wanted to do a white background because my table that I use, my computer table, is white. So we'll go ahead and I'll show you the case here. But this case is really nice. I mean, compared to the ATX case that I have, it's pretty big. So in the back of the case, usually there's like these studs. You just unscrew them, not all the way out, but it'll stop you, and it's just like it goes into the tracks and it just slides out. This is where the liquid cooling fan is going to go, so it's going to sit right on top. And what's really cool about this case is that this case has like like not a magnetic, but like the tabs that they go in place where these little grommets are, and then it's all mesh, so more than enough and ample cooling. And there's also screws here that need to be unscrewed. This is for the SSDs. In the manual, it's pretty detailed. I'm usually used to seeing manuals that are not detailed and in color. So you have your screw accessories that it indicates, and it tells you also the positioning of where the best place to put the cooling. And for the cooling, using the ones at the AIO cooling, which is that type of cooling, the liquid cooling. And you can use and it tells you here best practice as well. You can also mount it on the top. And I'll show you the back of the case. So the back of the case, you can see that that it's very well ventilated. We'll start looking inside of the case to see the screws and everything else. And like I said before, this just pops right out on the side. I'll put that down. And this is the inside of the case. Whoa. And the inside of the case is very nice. The only thing is that it seems like it's a little tight to work around it, because you have to reposition it, being that the case is so small. So we'd have to unscrew these screws to remove this panel so that I can put the motherboard in at a seated position, at a perfect position, so that this way I have room and not just try to be slick and put everything through the top. So we'll go ahead and we'll look for the Phillips screwdrivers, and I'll just start disassembling everything. Like, I do want to go with this step by step, but I don't want to bore everybody and take everybody on a long installation. So we'll go ahead and I'll continue to install this. And as I said before, you see this has zip ties right here in the corner. So these, it seems like the assembly piece, like the housings and the grates, they're here. So you definitely do need wire cutters or zip tie cutters just to make sure that you're able to undo these zip ties. Okay, so get the screwdriver and we take out these screws. So I got this screwdriver that's a bigger bit than the one that I had. The head was just too small. So this is how we take the grill out. And when you remove, when you turn this case upside down, it comes with like a magnetic mesh filter that goes on the bottom that protects the bottom portion of the case, which is really cool. And as I was removing it, I was like, what is this? And when it fell out, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat how to keep it, you know, a lot of dust from going inside. So once we've completed this, and when I undid the zip tie here, it came with like a small case of instructions and all the screws where they belong, and which is pretty cool because they're labeled like GPU support bracket. The other one is for the motherboard, which is very, very organized, and I appreciate stuff like this because it helps to just to take away from looking from where do these screws go to and where do they go and what's the washers for. So I definitely appreciate the attention to detail, and they're very well organized. And then you have the inside of the case, which is it's like the pigtail for the power supply. You see it's here. And then you have these cables that are for the motherboard, for the power, the USB headers. What I'll do is that because I feel like there's a lot involved and a lot to do, I'm gonna just do it step by step. All right, folks, and now just opening up the Lian Li SP850 power supply, the white one. So I just took a quick peek, and wow, man. I mean, like I said, the details that the company takes to just instruct you about what pins go where, the efficiency of the voltage, the acoustic noise, how many RPMs does the fan spin at. Very, very good detail. It gives you the warranty in all languages and gives you some safety instructions on what to do and how to address any type of repairs or any type of installations they tell you. So wow, I mean, this power supply looks crazy. I mean, yeah, it's very, very nice, very small form factor, but look at this. Talk about paying attention to details, man. This is really, really something. It's like a welcoming package for a power supply, but I just like the way that they paid attention to details. So this storage case, inside it brings your power supply, the cable, and then you have your connectors, your SATA connectors and your power connectors for your motherboard. Very, very, very nice. Great details on how this is packaged. Took care of it that this way there's no dust, any debris coming in there. That's pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and install the power supply, and then I'll go ahead and continue. All right, so this one is the motherboard. This is the Gigabyte B850M with Wi-Fi 6. This is for the AMD Ryzen, and here it is. It's all in white. And there you go. Take a look at that. Very nice looking motherboard. Very, very nice. So this has 4 DIMM sockets, and that's what I'm going to be using for, it's going to be just 32 gigs, 216s, and put the video card here. But the color is like a white / like silverish color. It does look nice though. And So here we have your IOs, you have your dual displays and the HDMI for 3 monitors. You have your USB 3s and 2s, and it has an old traditional keyboard mouse. That's freaking crazy. It's insane. And then you also have your gigabit, 2.5 gigabit Ethernet, USB 3.2, your Wi-Fi, mic in, out, and line in. Very, very nice. Very nicely packaged. Alright folks, so there it is. The motherboard's installed into the case. So this is the 10 gig cable, and then you have your cables that go into the front panel for the motherboard. It goes right there, and the audio and the USB-C. So that's all the connection that it is. And this is the G.Skill memory that's going to be part of it, and this is called the G.Skill Trident Z5 Royal. And I'm telling you, the way the presentation that everyone's taken for just to actually showcase their products is amazing. So this is a DDR5 6400 dual 16 gig memory module, so it equals to 32 gigs. Just take a look at this. Look at the presentation of this, man. This is amazing. So you have your G.Skill sticker for your case. You have a card that tells you don't mix the memory modules from G.Skill. And you have a cloth. But check this out. Look at this, man. This is insane. This is what I mean about taking, real attention to detail to this thing. These memory modules are amazing, like little mirrors. And I believe the guy said, yeah, these are LED lights on the top, so they both have dual LED lighting on the top. I don't know if you guys can see that there, but it's dual LED, like both DIMMs have LED lit, but the weight of this thing is amazing. And I just wanted to take a moment and just appreciate this thing, man. This is amazing how this is just spot on detail. And of course, the star of the show, the AMD Ryzen 9000 processor. And this is the 9900X processor. Yeah, I think you can see that there. 12 cores, 24 thread processor. Oh man, 76 megabytes of cache unlocked. So this is an unlocked processor. Man, oh man, this is like, yeah man, take a look at that, folks. You got your AMD Ryzen 9900X. I think you can see the information there. That's the 9 sticker, and it's just the installation instructions. And so far, we're progressing. We have right now, I'll show you guys real quick, that we have the RAM sticks installed. It does look nice though, I'll tell you that much. The installation and how it's going along. Just take it easy, folks, when you're doing this stuff. Nice and slow, no need to rush. You'll get to it. And now the processor is inserted. And take a look at that, folks. Beauty. Let's bring this down. And let's close the processor. There you go. Take a look at that, folks. Nicely seated. And that's all she wrote. All right, next installation, we're gonna go with the Western Digital Black M.2 drive. The NVMe is the SN850X, and this is supposed to be a gaming SSD, so supports up to 7,300 megabits per second, and this is a 2 terabyte Gen 4 drive. So we're going to take this out, and there's no sticker, there's just an instruction manual. Take this guy out of here. And so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna remove that blank it's installed right now onto the motherboard. So let me just take this out of here. So to take that blank out, all you have to do is just that little lever, move it to the side, and just pop it out. And then once you take it out, it comes out like that. And this is the heat sink for the M.2. So it's not a blank, it's just a heat sink. And it comes with the shielding on the top. We'll take out the M.2. And we'll go ahead and we'll place it into the first slot. There you go. And there it is. So the shielding, it's, you remove this the film, and then you put this on top. So we'll go ahead and we'll remove the film. And it's a paste that goes in there. And then you move the arm, push it down, and there you go. It's seated nice in there, and it provides the heat sink for that M.2 slot. All right, folks, and here it is. The installation is almost complete. So I got the fans going on the top with the liquid cooling fan here. I'm gonna do some more wire management on the cables, so this way they don't get so crunched up the way that they look now. And I just installed the power supply, so I got to do a little bit of wire management, but the power supply is installed. And it was a bit of it wasn't that easy because to be honest with you, the instructions didn't really indicate where, for example, for not the power supply, but how the mounting that power supply is. So I had to figure it out, and then I figured it finally out. And then the wiring for the liquid cooling, it was straightforward, except that there was another cable that confused me because I didn't know where that other cable went. But it seems like that was an additional cable that goes to the other, I think they call it the infinity fans for this type of case, for the Lian Li case. So, but stay tuned. It's almost through. It's been a challenge, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna just do a little bit of wire management, just bring all this over here, and then everything should be ready to go. This is to make the fans go higher and lower, depending on the heat. So I'll have to figure out where I can put this fan controller, so that this way it can be at a better place and not be right in the middle of everything. So here we have the next step is going to be the GeForce RTX 5060. So this is my next step. It's going to be, so the installation should be a lot more easier. This should be a lot more quicker. Let's see how this looks. And it's a dual fan GeForce. So this is the TI edition. So there's nothing else in there. So it's just the video card. So we have the video card here, and it has display ports, 3 display ports, and the HDMI. So it's HDMI, display. So it looks like the card. So I did buy this open box, and when I looked at it, it didn't seem like it took, like it was barely used. I guess maybe somebody wanted more performance, and for me this is more than enough. So I'll go ahead and install this and see how it works. I mean, coming from a GTX 275, I mean, I'm generations ahead now. So let's install this and I'll get back to you. All right, folks. So now for the moment of truth. Let's go ahead and start this up. So we have the power button here. Let's go ahead and press that. Let's take a look. Ooh, wow. That is nice. So that's the RGB on the on the memory cards. So the CPU fan also is it has like this Hall effect, like this mirror effect. The GeForce doesn't have any lighting, and I'm glad it doesn't, because I think too much LED is just too intrusive. So this is it. This is how it looks. This is the end product. So it's completed, and it looks actually really nice because, yeah, take a look at that. So I'll just turn this around so that you folks can see it. The back part of it is a little heavy. So this is the back part on the computer, and then you have the exhaust from the GPU fans, and you have your Wi-Fi 6 antenna with the IOs. And now this is with the case on. So I powered down the lights, should get a good view about how it looks like with it. Let's see, give me a second, folks. And this is with the intrusive light on. So yeah, it actually looks pretty good. Looks very good. It's not too bright, it's not too loud. So what you hear in the background is my my air cleaner. my voice. I'll turn this off, and you can hear. And that's the fan on high. I'm sure that if I put it on low, it'll be a lot lower. But it's actually nice. It's actually like a white noise. All right, folks. So before, I had purchased a GeForce RTX 5060 Ti with 8 gigs of RAM, and I realized and I remembered that, you know what, don't do the 8 gig, go for the 16. So I went back and I repurchased. I got rid of the other one, and then what I decided to do was get the 16 gig RAM version, and I think that was a better deal, because being that I do a lot of video editing, I think that the best thing to do is to have a video card that has a lot more memory as needed than just regular 8 gigs. 8 gigs was great for, you know, basic gaming, 1080p gaming, some like 1440p gaming, but I felt that this was needed instead of the 8 gigs. So I did go ahead and return it, and I decided to swap it for this one. So this one is actually the same video card with the same specs, it's just more VRAM. So there it is, and this is from Gigabyte. And trust me, I think that in the long run, it's always better to make the investment now than regret it later. Looks good. Looks good for now. So fans are spinning, LED lights are showing, so looking good. All right, so next step is to go ahead and install the OS and just try to just make sure everything is working fine. But so far it looks very, very nice. Yeah, it does look really nice, the lighting. So it's pretty cool effect to have. All right, folks, so give me a moment and I'll start the installation of the OS. All right, folks, so here it is. The completed project right here. So we have everything installed. Everything is working flawlessly. I've done some random testing with stress testing of the video card, as well as the audio. It works flawless. I haven't had any troubles, any issues. So for now, I mean, I think that this is a great build. The case is amazing. I like the way the case is. Just the form factor of the case it's really good because it's not what I've expected. I actually thought it was going to be a little bigger, but yeah, the case is actually really good. It's not that big, it's not that wide, it's not like one of those intrusive cases. You have your ports in the front, and I still can't get over this light effect. So the way that the case is very neat. I like it. It's very well organized, very well executed. So, and this is again the Lee, and I have my ports there connected. What I will add later on in the future is some expansion ports for USB-C. But other than that, which is cool too, is that this has like, the application has like a lighting effect that you can select different types of cycles that you can change, which is pretty cool. Also the temperature. It's just my Unifi equipment. And there's the desktop. This is just my work area where I do all my video editing as well as some light gaming. I have my laptop there, the old faithful. That's what got me started with the YouTube channel. And just, this is a 20 terabyte drive that I have for storage. I have my Synology NAS, my Unifi Dream Machine Pro, which is great because I have, my whole system is all Unifi. It tells you like just the readout of what is going, like what the system, CPU, and it's a touchscreen, so it gives you like the information on what IP address, the temperature, and just what drives are being in use. Okay. And how many days it's been on, and the version of this. It's also my Unifi Talk. I use my telephone from Unifi. This is a caller ID system that that when it rings, it goes through that system. My PoE light switch, power over Ethernet switch, with my Unifi 6 access point. I have some cameras there as well for surveillance when I'm not here. And I have another camera that goes out to the window. This is pretty much it. This is my workspace and what I do there. So it's like, that's just my kid stuff. So I have just my general workspace. It's pretty comfortable laid out. Have some peripherals. I have the little Anchor, the C300 DC that I have, and the 737 Prime, 737 power bank that I have that I was using for the event, with my Fulim X5 microphone that I use, and I also have my DJI Action 4 camera with the expansion batteries. And let's not forget, I think you be still and know that I am God. Very good words to read by. Psalm 46:10. All right, folks. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoyed everything else, and take care.